yeah.
Welcome to Nerd Sports. Today we're going to talk about the movie Apocalypse. Have you ever seen that?
No, but you kind of fucked up on that delivery.
I know I did. I don't care. But in all reality, I'm in the next couple of episodes up until November 6th, when we're what I'm going to do is I'm going to be, Angry Mirror Production is going to be at, God, I can't believe I didn't, okay, we're going to be at the annual Vet Fest in Dallas, Fort Worth, come Saturday, November 6th. The gates open at 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. We're going to have a couple of guests there. Flyover, Color Guard. They don't have a band listed yet, but they're going to have David Hustle. Is it Hustle or Hustle?
Yeah, just gonna go with that.
Okay.
Yeah, I saw the link, or not the link, but I saw what you sent to me today.
Yeah, and Michael Chryslake. God, I'm horrible with names. But anyways, they're gonna be out there, and on Sunday they're gonna do a dinner, and Chris Prater's gonna be there for the
Chad Prater.
Chad Prater. God, like I said, I'm freaking horrible with names. So, anyways, going off of that, hope you see people out there that's the 3 people that watch, but hope we get some people that actually go to it. Now, the biggest thing from today that we had was Washington State University fired their head coach for football because he decided to take the vaccine. Now,
yeah,
on us, if you want to do the vaccine, you can do the vaccine. If you don't want to do the vaccine, don't do the vaccine. It doesn't freaking matter. But it's getting to the point where people are
missing my lucky hat. Keep going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's getting to the point nowadays to where they're forcing an agenda, and that's the bad thing about having a free country, that people are trying to force stuff on you. That's my thing. Now, it's getting to the point where people are getting ostracized because they're not in the public opinion. Now, this is just not because of the vaccine or anything like that. It's just in general. Just recently, I think it was last week, Dave Chappelle did his last special for Netflix, and people, cancel culture is up and roar about it and everything like that. And people are saying, "Oh, he's too popular to cancel him." And I'm like, dude, if you didn't fully watch that episode, I cried at the end. I literally cried because of the last part of the episode of that
right.
special. It literally, it threw me from a loop. You know, I was laughing throughout the whole thing. He was freaking hilarious. And then he got to the last part, and I was like, "Hey, Chappelle, stop making me have feelings." And I guess a lot of people didn't watch that last part.
Right. Yeah.
Because it caught me like right here.
Yeah, but the thing with Dave Chappelle is, we know going into it, this dude does not care. He is not your stereotypical, comedian. I mean, he doesn't do it for shock value. He does it because he's keeping it, he's keeping it 100%. Totally authentic, real, raw, unfiltered. And he doesn't, he's not getting off on the fact that people are losing their fucking minds over it. But, at the same time, they're like, he's like, you know what? People are paying attention. So, he's getting free advertising out of it. Netflix has already said, hey, look, we're sticking with him. And,
yeah.
So he doesn't care as long as the
there's
check's
literally
clear.
people saying it's like, oh, we're quitting. I was like, do it.
Fine, then quit. Go find another job. There's for every one person that's saying that they're going to quit, there's 10 more that have got applications to go work for Netflix.
I mean, you can go to McDonald's and work for $21 an hour.
Yeah, depending on where you live. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
no, there is a meme that I don't know if it's real or not, but they're saying that you work for McDonald's for like $21 an hour. But anyways.
Yeah.
Back to sports news.
Yeah.
Another thing is your prediction was it was half right. They won.
It was half right, man. I mean, I picked the Cowboys to win.
They win.
Didn't make the spread, but I'll tell you what, the Cowboys, their record when they score 35 points or more this year is outstanding. Absolutely outstanding.
Yeah.
I mean, and they've won 5 games straight. But before we dive into football, baseball, bro. Yeah. Okay, so there is a lot to unpack here.
Are they playing tonight, man? That's the reason
they're playing right now. That's why I'm staring off into space.
Yeah, I see that.
So
I love our shows that you have to like keep an update on like the whole thing.
Okay, so Boston was heavily. I mean, well, let me back up. Houston was heavily favored to win this series.
Yeah, and
so the fact that they dropped game 1
right now.
Yeah. And that was a bullshit ass. Don't get yourself tossed, Alex. Don't do it. Don't get yourself tossed. You can't argue balls and strikes.
We're going to keep this going.
Yeah. Okay, so it's the bottom of the third. The umpire misses a fucking call. Should have been ball 4. It's 6 inches outside. JD Martinez is up to bat. He starts putting the bat down to walk to first. Umpire calls strike 3. And so Alex Cora comes unglued. He comes out of the dugout. You can't argue balls and strikes. He's lucky he didn't get run. We don't need him getting run tonight. Because for as much ridicule as Alex Cora has come under this season for the way he's managed the bullpen, managed the lineups, he is hitting on all cylinders throughout the course of the playoffs so far. The umpire, now he's got it. Now he's got a bad attitude. He's got this attitude going. But right now, it's the bottom of the third. We got a runner on second. And Boston's leading 2-1. Yeah. But going back to what I was saying, Houston was heavily favored to win this series. I mean, hands down. People were actually looking for them to sweep the Red Sox. And it's just because Houston's kind of had their way with them throughout the course of the regular season. I think I think Boston maybe took like a couple of games out of the whole season series. But, we weren't even favored to win against the Rays. So we punched our ticket to the ALCS, the American League Championship Series. And now we're leading that series 2-1 against Houston. And the pitching staff came to fucking play, bro. I mean, I'm excited, and it's great to see this team that had absolutely no business being in the playoffs, let alone the championship series for the league, for the American League, and holding their own against the heavily favored Astros. I mean, the Astros were going to be favored going into the ALCS with, against the Rays. But, here we are, we're leading the series. So, I heard a stat the other night that the team in the American Leagues, the ALCS, the team that wins Game 2 out of the last 35 ALCSs, the team that has won Game 2 goes on to advance to the World Series 30 out of 35 times. And so, so do I look at that and say, oh, well, that's favorable? Yeah, I'm going to look at that and say it's favorable. But, there's still those 5 teams, to include the 2004 Yankees, because they were up 3-0 on the Red Sox, and the Red Sox greatest comeback in sports history came back and won the next 4. Nobody's ever done that until then, and nobody's done it since. But, it can happen, So it's that meme. So you're saying there's a chance. Yeah, I'm saying there's a chance.
Yeah.
But, so I'm hopeful. I'm optimistic, but the pitching staff has to come in. I mean, they have to locate. They have to come in. They cannot have a bad night. They just can't do it. And would I feel more comfortable against Houston if we had more runs on the board by this point of the game? Yeah, absolutely. The Red Sox are the first team in Major League history to hit 3 grand slams in a single postseason series, and they've done it against the Astros. The Red Sox have like 21 home runs in the postseason this year. And I think the only person that's in the starting lineup that has not hit a home run this postseason yet is Hunter Renfroe. And once he figures it out and everybody starts batting the ball around, hey, you know what? I don't care who we play in the World Series. Good luck with that. Yeah. But right now, the Dodgers won their game tonight. They won Game 3 of the NLCS 5-6 against Atlanta. So Atlanta still leads that series 2-1. So they're in LA. So they're going to play games 3, 4, and 5 in LA. The Braves can close it out in LA, or they can still drop one. And then, they'll have to come back to Atlanta. I don't think the Dodgers want to go back to Atlanta. I really don't. They're going to have to, because being down 2-1, you're only having 3 games at home, and it's a best of 7 series. You have to win 4 games to clinch that. Yeah. So they're going to have to go back to Atlanta if they have any hope of winning and advancing to the World Series. So if I understand it right, if what we're looking at potential is, let's just say that Boston wraps it up and they advance to the World Series. They are either going to host it if they face the Braves, because Boston's got a better record, or if the Dodgers win and advance to the World Series, then the Dodgers are going to host the World Series. But so either way, we're looking at, it's going to be a great series. Should Houston pull off the improbable and actually come back to win the ALCS, and to win the American League pennant, then yeah, I'll be pulling for the National League team. I'm just going to say that. I'm going to go out there. Would it be nice to say, hey, we got beat by the eventual world champs? Yeah, but it's the Astros, and I view the Astros almost this. I don't want to say I put them in the same ilk as the Yankees, because fuck the Yankees. And there is some Yankee news out there. I'll get to that in just a second. But we got Nick Pivetta on the mound right now. Right now he's at 41 pitches. And he's keeping the Houston hitters kind of at bay a little bit. And let me see here. And he just walked a hitter. So, I don't know. Chris Sale, who has been just kind of like the stud of the pitching staff the last couple of years. He came back from Tommy John surgery this season, put in a great 1.5 to 2 months there towards the end of the season.
Don't forget to explain the Tommy John surgery.
Okay, Tommy John surgery is when you rupture your ulnar tendon in your elbow.
Yeah.
They reconstruct it by harvesting a tendon from your leg, and they transplant it to your elbow. So Tommy John surgery takes about a year and a half, depending on your recovery.
Recovery time.
Yeah, recovery time's about a year to a year and a half, depending on your rehab. So he came back relatively about as far as like average is concerned. He came back within an average time frame. He's shown a little bit of fatigue. His stuff's not quite as sharp. His fastball's still up there, so he's still got his velocity, but his command is just kind of not right there. I mean, we're not seeing the Chris Sale of old. So I don't know if it's just the workload coming back from Tommy John or what. I'm not entirely sure. So he's available from the bullpen for tonight and tomorrow. But Alex Cora, the Red Sox manager, did come out today and he said, hey, look, he's available, but we're going to try to stay away from him as much as possible. If it does get to a game 5, actually, it would get to a game 5. So, I mean, when we get to a game 5, we may see him as the potential starter just to kind of maximize his rest. May end up looking at, thank you very much. Catch that ball. Okay. So, top of the 4th, man on first, cause Nick Pivetta just walked that hitter. Carlos Correa hit a screaming line drive at Ellis Verdugo over in left field. He caught it. So that's 1 down. And then, I forget who was just up. Justin Tucker, I think, popped up to shallow right or shallow left field, and Rafael Devers, our third baseman, over there and caught it. Anyway, it's kind of fun. It's fun to watch this squad, but if I were to put money on it, I would probably say we might see Nathan Eovaldi start tomorrow night on short rest. It'd have been like maybe 3-4 days rest, but yeah. So I mean, it's all hands on deck to get to the World Series at this point. So, I mean, we get to that clinching game 5 if we can get that far. Man, I mean, if we can get to that game, I mean, we get to that clincher. If game 5 is the clincher for us, really just kind of look for all hands on deck. I mean, everybody's available, kind of a situation, because at that point it's about punching our ticket to the Fall Classic, so, but this has been a fun series to watch. It really has. I saw a meme today, those, American Pawn memes where you got Rick going, the best I can do is, right?
Yeah.
And so I saw the meme in it. So meme was, Houston managers, Matt Dusty Baker comes in talking to the Houston pitchers going, hey, look, we need to do our best. We need to come in and we really need to show up for this, for the rest of this series. And then there's Rick down at the bottom panel going, best I can do is grand slams, right? So, I mean, in game 2, we hit 2 grand slams.
Yeah.
And got around a leadoff walk. We were going to the bottom of the 4th. But, and I saw another meme. It was somebody had said the Houston Astros and Denny's just signed a cooperative deal to become the largest distributors of grand slams for breakfast in the morning. I was like, bro, that is savage. But I'm like, all right, I get it. I get it. I'm picking up what you're putting down, kind of a thing. But yeah, oh man, I love playoff baseball. I mean, especially when I got a dog in the hunt. I mean, love seeing my Red Sox do this well. I mean, especially during a rebuilding year. I mean, it's just, dude, amazing to watch. But uh, LA came back and they won tonight. So I mean, they're making a series out of it. But yeah, so getting to the Yankee news. Couple of different pieces of Yankees news. I say Yankees news, so this is kind of loosely related because it involves Alex Rodriguez, good old A-Rod or A-Royd or, steroid boy, depending on your inclination. But last night during the post game, Alex Rodriguez is sitting out there on the Fox set with David Ortiz, Frank Thomas, and I forget the other guy's name. But the Fenway crowd that was out there for the post game, I mean, amongst the Poppy, big Poppy chants and let's go Red Sox chants. Mm-hmm. I mean, they were like, Yankees suck, which, you expect that, right?
Yeah.
But they were calling Alex Rodriguez asshole, like asshole on live national television. Fox had to mute their audio on their live feed. So you couldn't hear what Alex Rodriguez was talking about. Every time he would talk.
Are you saying it's like let's go
like it was like a let's go Brandon chant. Yeah, dude, it was fucking beautiful. It was priceless. I mean, at first I was like, look at Fox fucking up the damn feed. But then I was like, oh, wait a minute, because you could hear it, because you could tell like the engineers were out in the truck trying to like drown out the background noise, and they couldn't do it because like the lower they got it without muting it, you could hear it clearer because it was like they were muting the wrong mic. And bro, I'm just telling you, absolute beauty. I'm sitting there going, yeah, I mean, and he was getting into it. He was sitting there just waving them on. He's like, come on, let's get louder. And David Ortiz is like, this is my people. This is my city. Let's go Red Sox. You know what I mean? He's turning around. He's getting the crowd whipped up. And, I mean, they're talking about the crowd noise just being on a different level in Fenway. And drop it, jackass. No? Okay, never mind. So, I mean, there's still tickets available for these games. But it's a younger crowd. It's a more enthusiastic crowd. It's more lively. And I was listening to the radio broadcast for the Red Sox tonight, and they had addressed that. And they were talking about, it being a younger crowd. A lot of the older people, some of the more longtime season ticket holders were just kind of like, we're going to stay inside because it's still too soon from the pandemic. And I'm like, you know what? Okay. And a lot of these like older crowds that were coming to the games were just doing it to show off their money, and they were doing it for Instagram likes, and they were just doing it for this, that, and the other. And they were just doing it to be seen. And it's like, you know what? Show up and cheer.
Yeah.
I mean, Kyle Schwarber, who plays for the Red Sox, hit a grand slam last night. And he said that the crowd was so loud, it gave him a headache. And he said, quote, I love it. So, I mean, the Fenway faithful are just showing up, and they're showing out, and it's great to see. I mean, they're getting behind this team, and this has been a team that has just been getting dogged all year on the radio, getting dogged all year in social media. I mean, and it's not necessarily the players per se. Do what now? Yeah, I mean, they're absolutely the underdogs this year, and and I like parallels. I do. The last time that a Red Sox team, finished the previous season in last and then went on to win the World Series was in 2013. They finished dead last in their division in 2012 because they had that god-awful Bobby Valentine for manager, and this dude couldn't manage his way out of a wet paper bag. Yeah. Get it. Christian Arroyo's trying to stretch a triple. Yeah, boy. What's up?
Johnny's excited.
Fuck yeah. Get you a triple there, kid. Hell yeah. Got a man on third with one out. Shit. Get a good deep dive fly ball, and we can get that insurance run in there. Go. Anyway, sorry.
Anyways, Texas Speedway news.
Yeah. Getting back to the Yankee news. Okay, so the Yankees re-signed their dumpster fire of a manager, Aaron fucking Boone, to a 3-year contract, and I couldn't be happier. This dude, yeah, I mean, he's putting together teams that, you know, they're making it to the playoffs, kind of perennially. I cannot say that word today. Perennially, they're a perennial playoff team under his tutelage, right?
Mm-hmm.
But for whatever reason, they can't get past the damn ALCS. And then, you know, and this year, or actually this year, this year, they couldn't get past the divisional, or they couldn't get past the wild card game. Uh-oh. No, I don't want to see that. Hold on. Kyle Schwarber just took a weird swing. Think we please stay in the game. There you go. He's had hamstring problems. And so when we picked him up from the Washington Nationals, we had to wait for him to come off the disabled list or the injured list because we don't want to use the word disabled. When he came off the injured list, he came off because of a hamstring problem. It's 58 degrees right now in Boston where they're playing, and he just took this kind of awkward swing, and it looked like he tweaked his hamstring a little bit. He told the trainer and the manager, "Get the fuck away from me," and he's back in the batter's box. And here's the pitch. High, outside. Counts 1-1. Okay, so Aaron Boone, he got that expletive attached to his name. That is his new middle name. He has joined Bucky fucking Dent as the only two players in Red Sox history to have that middle name. Bucky Dent hit that, that go-ahead home run in the 78 season that eliminated Boston in the one-game playoff to go to the ALCS, right? So that's Aaron. I mean, that's Bucky fucking Dent. You say Bucky Dent to anybody who's a Red Sox fan, you're like, Bucky fucking Dent, get it right. Aaron Boone, he obtained that notoriety in 2003. Game 7 of the ALCS, we're playing in New York. Tim Wakefield comes in and
big play on the
all right,
Red
so big
Sox.
out. All right. Anyway, so Tim Wakefield comes in, serves up a high, juicy fucking knuckleball, and Aaron Boone turns on it and parks it damn near in the upper deck in left field, and for a walk-off home run that sent the Yankees to the World Series that they eventually lost to the Florida Marlins. The then Florida Marlins before they became the Miami Marlins. Anyways, I digress. So, yeah, that's when he became Aaron fucking Boone. Well, after that, he retired as a player and joined ESPN, and he was in their booth for a while. The guy, I'm telling you, with the exception of that one lucky-ass swing, he wasn't that great of a ball player to begin with. He was an even worse ESPN, game caller. And come on, Kiki, let's go. Popped him up. Stay out of play. Fuck. Wasted a triple. All right. You know how most people hate the word moist? And I think I've addressed this before. I hate the word squander. I hate that word. I hate the word squander. The Red Sox just squandered a triple. Anyways, moving on. So yeah, the Yankees, they came out and they fired a bunch of coaches after the season ended in a very unceremonious manner for New York. But Aaron Boone's contract was up, was up for renewal, and there was a lot of people calling for his head on a pike. And nobody said anything out of the front office for New York. There are a lot of Yankees fans, including that guy that we talked about, that Joe McFlies.
Yeah.
He was like, this fucking guy, like, he's like, holy, I mean, he called him a fuck boy today. I mean, there's a lot of people amongst the Yankee fan base that are just absolutely livid. They're like, why would the fuck would you re-sign this guy? Because I mean, this dude's shit.
Joke.
He's a burning bag of dog shit. He doesn't even rank up to the level of a dumpster fire. I mean, he's a burning bag of dog shit to these people, right? They're like, they want him gone. Like, why the hell would you re-sign him? And then he's going to tell the front office, hey, I want A, B, and C for my coaching staff, and they're going to go out and hire these people for him. So a lot of the people that just got fired may end up getting their jobs back. I'm like, you know what? As a Red Sox fan, I'm okay with that. I really am. I'm really okay with that. I mean, will Aaron Boone eventually get something right? Maybe, but I don't know. I mean, we'll see. But anyway, yeah. So Texas Motor Speedway news. Yeah. Moving on to NASCAR here. The Auto Trader, or the Echo Park 500 was this past weekend at Texas Motor Speedway, and it was a playoff race, and it's the first race of the round of 8.
Yeah. Kyle
Larson drives the number 5 Hendrick Autoparts.com Chevrolet for Hendrick Motorsports, and man, he went out and dominated. Boy, he led like 200 something laps. I mean, he punched his ticket to advance to the next round, which is the championship race in Phoenix. So he's already punched his ticket to race for the championship. He can go out and he can kind of experiment, and his team can really focus on getting his car ready for Phoenix. Chase Elliott, he drove his ass off. Let me see here. I really wish my Alexa would just be quiet. Let me see here. Yeah, results. Here we go. All right. So, yeah, the Auto Trader Echo Park Automotive 500. That's a lot of damn. William Byron, who also races for Hendrick Motorsports, he missed the cutoff to advance into the next round, this round for the playoffs, last week. So right now he's not racing for anything except to go out and try to win races, just to rack up wins for his career. He finished second. Christopher Bell races for Joe Gibbs. He finished third. Brad Keselowski, who is a playoff driver, he finished fourth. Kevin Harvick has not made any friends.
Yeah.
NASCAR had to come to Jesus meeting with him and Chase Elliott. I said, you two do anything, and penalties are going to be bad. Right.
Yeah, from what my coworker said, it was like 15 wrecks on that on the Texas Speedway this weekend.
Yeah. I mean, it was a wreck fest. But Kyle Busch, who doesn't like Kevin Harvick, has said there's a lot of people that are going to hunt for Kevin Harvick. And Kevin Harvick demonstrated that a 42-year-old driver is still capable of having a 20-something-year-old champion live rent-free in his head. That's exactly what's going on. I mean, this dude is still worried about Chase Elliott.
It's just so ridiculous.
And it's funny because the reason why Kevin Harvick wrecked out last week at the Roval in Charlotte, he, like I said, we talked about it last week. He was driving in his mirror because his spotter told him, hey, the number 9's coming. He's one position back. And they drive into turn 1. he overdrives it, doesn't break the brake right. He misses his entry, and he puts that shit in the wall, and he's out of the race. So, I'm just like that. I've liked Kevin Harvick in the past, but when he starts showing up and he starts being early career Kevin Harvick, old hothead, nah, man. Dude thinks he's the reincarnation of Dale Earnhardt. Dale Earnhardt was the intimidator, and he earned that name. Kevin Harvick is not the intimidator, period, point blank. He thinks that he's old school, and to a degree he is, because he started his career, again, to replace Dale Earnhardt, but he is not Dale Earnhardt.
Yeah, he's trying to be a GOAT, and he's nowhere near a GOAT.
No, nowhere near a GOAT. And as a matter of fact, I mean, NASCAR is kind of funny. You've got 3 7-time champions. You've got Richard Petty, Dale Earnhardt Sr., and Jimmy Johnson. Jimmy Johnson is the modern era 7-time champion, right? And everybody's talking about how, well, he wouldn't have won all those championships in the old point systems. Well, to be honest and fair with you, Richard Petty and Dale Earnhardt may not have won all their championships with the current point system. So that argument goes both ways. I mean, you can't. You're talking apples and oranges. They're not comparable. I mean, just that plateau of hitting 7 championships on that level.
And he's gone to a safe place again.
Okay. Anyway,
whenever you don't hear anything, Johnny's going to a safe space of watching the game again.
Something happens. I hear the crack of a bat. I need to see where that play is going. But because Houston's up to bat right now, and I mean, I'm not going to say anything because I don't want to jinx Mr. Young Nick Pivetta here. Ooh, they're booing, so that must be Jose Altuve up to bat, maybe. Yeah, that's exactly who's up to bat. They booing that dude. Ooh, oh, he's swinging for the downs. He come out and he got an off-speed pitch, 79 miles an hour, probably about 10 to 15 miles an hour slower than he was expecting. Swung out of his shoes. Yeah. Now just don't pitch him back there because he turns on that stuff on the inside. Pitch him out. There you go. All right. Okay. Anyways, hold on. I'll be right back here. Hold on. I'm not going anywhere on video here. He caught that corner. All right. Come on.
This is going to be one of our funnier episodes. Because if you actually watch this on YouTube, hold on. I'll be quiet. Johnny, say something.
Something. Oh, see, you can't Johnny do that shit. Okay. Yeah, Nick Pivetta just screwed up his landing a little bit, caught his cleat on the mound, and it fucked him up. So he had to, step off and recompose himself. So now we're getting this build-up back again, going on an 0-2 count, 2 outs, top of the 5th. All right, so that's ball 1. All right, so Kevin Harvick's got a target on his back, and Kyle Busch said so. It's like all he's worried about is Chase Elliott. And it's funny. I mean, like I said, Chase Elliott's living rent-free in Kevin Harvick's head, and it's fucking hilarious. All right, come on, payoff pitch. Here we go. All right, that was high. 96 mile an hour. Right past his nose. When you can hear a ball coming and you feel it as it goes by, man, that shit's got some mustard on it, But
anyways,
But anyways, so we got 2 races left in this round. Let's see here. Go back. Schedule. So next week. All right. Next week is going to be the Hollywood Casino 400 at Kansas Speedway. It's 400.5 miles, so it's going to be 267 laps. And slow motion, he's out all day by 1.5 feet. Sit your ass down, grab your glove, and get back to the field, boy. So yeah, we're looking at the next two races are going to be Kansas Speedway and Martinsville. Martinsville is a 500 lap affair. It's 263 miles. The Xfinity 500. That is going to be the last race before the championship race in Phoenix. It's 312 laps, 312 miles. Obviously, because it's a mile track. But yeah, Kansas is going to be a fun race because Kansas is kind of a quirky little track. It's a transitional track. It's got some decent baking, but it's flat. So you have to drive it a certain kind of way. Yeah, it's going to be a fun race to watch. If we get two winners, it doesn't matter where you finish in the points. Top four. I mean, the only person that's going to get in top four is going to be the one person that doesn't win, but has the points to get in. So if Kyle Larson goes out and wins these next two races, I'm not saying that he will, but I'm just saying if he were to do that, he's going to have such a huge points cushion going into the final race. I see you over there chuckling and smiling. What are you doing?
We'll be turning clocks back soon, gaining an hour in 2021. It's like getting a bonus track on the Yoko Ono album. That's going on the page. You know, it's sad. I started looking at some of this. This is our podcast, YouTube, and Instagram stuff. So, I've been looking at some of the people that actually like our stuff because I'm the one that pays attention to that hardcore because I'm the guy managing it. But anyways, I looked at this one lady. She liked our stuff. I was like, it surprised me that we're still getting out there to other people that I don't even know.
Yeah.
And I basically was like, who the fuck are you? How the fuck did you find this shit? And we're not like super big by far, but it's kind of weird that you get somebody who's like, hey, I love your stuff, blah, 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 blah. It's like, oh, that's nice. Now, who the fuck are you? But anyways, what's your weekly picks for NFL?
Let me pull up that page.
And don't forget, you have to put up your top picks for this weekend or Thursday.
Yeah, the pick of the week with the spread.
Well, not really a pick of a week. What I want is like top 5.
Okay. All right, so schedule. All right, so we're going to move into week 7.
While you're doing that, I found this video.
So Thursday night, we've got the Browns and the Broncos.
So Broncos.
I'm going to take the Browns by
10.
I'm taking the Browns by 10.
Really?
Yeah.
Broncos are
they're 3-3. They've got the same record, but that doesn't tell the tale.
All right.
Denver. Oh, hits it a ton. It's going off the wall. Extra bases coming on around. Woo-hoo-hoo. Stand up double. Okay.
NFL.
Not really. Dude, if we shoot during the World Series,
What is the World Series?
I don't know that that's going to work, bro. Because I'm going to have everybody here. Anyways, so yeah, I'm taking the Browns by 10 because actually, you know what? Let me revise that. I'll take the Browns by 7. I'll take the Browns by a touchdown. So they'll have 7 on the Broncos. Panthers versus the Giants. They're playing in New York. I'm going to take Carolina on that one. Carolina by 13.
Okay.
The Jets at the Patriots. Mac Jones is becoming a good quarterback. I'm taking the Patriots on that one. Patriots by 12.
That would be interesting.
The Jets are 1-4.
Well,
yeah, granted the Patriots are 2-4. But
isn't the Jets they're having like a really bad year this year.
Oh, they have bad years every year.
Well, yeah, it's the Jets. But I think it was something I think one of their players got hurt or something like that. Or I might be thinking.
Oh, dude, there's so many injuries. So Chiefs at the Titans. Titans have a 4-2 record. Chiefs 3-3. Man, that's a tough one to call. Just simply due to the fact that Derrick Henry, the running back for the Titans, just pulled off a play last week where he was clocked running 21.02 miles an hour, the fastest play of the year so far.
Yeah, they got 7 players out on injury on week 5.
Who, the Titans?
No, the Jets.
Oh yeah.
And the Falcons are the only other team that has this.
You know, I'm gonna phone this one in. I'm gonna take the Titans by 3 over the Chiefs.
Okay.
Get up.
I haven't been paying attention to the Titans, so I've been trying to pay attention to some of the stuff and everything.
Yeah.
But this week I've been like,
oh, this one's kind of a no-brainer. Washington at Green Bay. I'll take Green Bay by 11.
Yeah, Green Bay, the Green Bay Stadium.
Aaron Rodgers is figuring it out. You're playing at the Tundra. Yeah.
Yeah. Whenever people play up
at Lambeau Field, yeah.
They shit the fucking poop.
For whatever reason, they shit the bed, yeah.
Well, it's because of the
and it's not even itself. It's not even the fact that it's cool up there. I mean, yeah, it's cooler up there, but it's not snowing. I mean, that's not Packer weather, you know. Yeah.
But yeah, you also
Falcons
have
at the 1-5 Dolphins.
Well, with Packers at their stadium, you have the people that go to the Packers game and they're dedicated, so they get that energy to the Packers.
Yeah,
it's a strange occurrence. I've watched a couple of Packers games when they're at home, and it's like night and day. I mean, they could be shitty all year, but as soon as they start doing home games and everything, they start winning a couple.
See, the Dolphins are coming off of that London game where they flew 10 hours to lose to a team who hadn't won a game in a couple of years. So they might have a bit of a chip on their shoulder. And they're playing at home.
Might be a shit ton of jet lag, too. So you never know.
Yeah, but they're not playing until Sunday. And it's a 12 o'clock game. It's a noon game, right?
Yeah, they might have some time. It takes about 3 days to get over that jet lag.
Man,
but you really don't hear that much stuff.
I'm going to take the Falcons by.
Well, they also have 5 injuries on their stuff.
Yeah, I'll take the Falcons by 6. I'll give them a couple field goals.
I wouldn't even go 6. I would probably go about 3 points. They might make it by.
No, I'm going to give him 6. I'm going to give him 6, just because.
Okay.
Moving on. So Cincinnati at Baltimore. As much as I would love to see Cincinnati pull that one out, I'll take the Ravens. I'll take the Ravens by 10. And if that one's an upset, I'll take that one on the nose all day. All day.
Yeah, that's a weird matchup on that one because
okay. So you want my pick of the week? Here it comes. The 0-6 Detroit Lions are playing at the 5-1 LA Rams.
Ooh. That'd be interesting.
I'm going to go out on a limb. I'm going to say LA by 14. No, 21. I'm going to give LA 21 points.
That reminds me. I watched this. This is from like 2015. It was just because it was Los Angeles Chargers. Is the Los Angeles Chargers kicker in 2015 kind of bullied one of the? I think it was Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
And he was bullying the guy, but every time he would come in to try to beat him up, he'd like fall down. It was kind of. Let me see if I can find it again. I'll send it to you. It's freaking hilarious. Go ahead.
So we got all right. So here's the situation. I'll get back to the picks. Bottom of the 5th, 2 outs. Counts 3 and 2, so it's a full count. We got a runner on second. JD Martinez is up to bat right now. Come on. JD Martinez has just, dude, he is locked in, man. I'm just saying it's ridiculous. Come on. Swing and a miss. Got him. All right, so the 2-4 Eagles at the 4-2 Raiders. You know what? I'm going to take Las Vegas on that one. I'm going to give Las Vegas 6. Just because the Eagles' defense is just, it's got holes in it this year. They really do. Their offense has capabilities, but they just traded away one of their best tight ends to where did he go? I forget where they sent him, but they just traded their tight end. Jalen Hurts, their quarterback. There's rumors they're gonna bench him because he's just not producing. Period. Those are big facts right there. The 1-5 Texans at the 6-0 Cardinals. That's another no-brainer. I'm going to take Arizona by 17.
Okay. And I can't find it.
The 3-3 Bears playing at the 5-1 Buccaneers. Tom Brady all day.
Kind of screwed the Boots this weekend, though.
Tom Brady by 14. Do what now?
Kind of screwed the Boots this weekend.
Who, Tom Brady?
Fuck.
No.
He's not playing for the fucking Patriots. I'm sorry. I don't know why I just thought about I would keep on thinking he's in
the 2-4 Colts at the 2-3 49ers. Oh, that might be an exercise of futility. I'll take San Francisco by 3. The 3-2 Saints at the 2-4 Seahawks. Seahawks are not doing good at all. This is the Monday night game. I'll take the Saints by 3. Saints by 3 all day.
So I guess that's all of our news for this week. Make sure you jot all that stuff down and put it on the Facebook page.
Oh, you wanted me to write it down? Damn, hold on a minute. Hold on.
Dude, you're supposed to put it on the Facebook page.
I know, God, but I was prepared for one. All right, so here we go.
I told you like last week.
I feel like Steve from Blue's Clues. Look, it's my handy dandy notebook. That was my best impersonation of David Letterman.
Yeah.
So, all right. So here we go. So, all right.
But is
Nerd
there
Sports, any other NFL Week 7? All right. So let's go back through this again. All right. So
it's Week 5.
We're taking the Browns over Denver.
It's not Week
7. And I said
it's Week 5.
Carolina over New York Giants. We're going to say
it is Week 7.
It is Week 7.
It is.
The New York Jets over New England. New England over the New York Jets. What the fuck I was thinking there. I'm going to take Tennessee over Kansas City. And let me quantify that pick. Okay, because the Titans picked up Julio Jones. He came back off the injured list. He made a hell of a catch. So look for him to start racking up his numbers. Derrick Henry, their running back. Their running back, dude, this guy's picking up steam. He's starting to run downhill, and he is an absolute train. I mean, people are making career decisions whether or not they want to step in front of him. You know, you remember that saying when we were in the military, like, you're about to make a career decision here. You know, like, there's dudes making career decisions out there whether or not they want to tackle Derrick Henry. But Patrick Mahomes, you can't keep him down for long. He's going to get his yards, but they're not gelling right now. They're just not gelling. So, and then I said Washington is going to lose to Green Bay. I'm not going to put the spread on these. If people want the spreads, they got to tune in.
Yeah, I agree on that one.
I'm going to take ATL. I'm going to take the ATL over Miami. And this is my begrudging pick, but Baltimore over Cincinnati. Man, come on. That was some stellar defense, bro. Josh Taylor is getting taken out of this game. He relieved Nick Pavetta. And he was dealing with his 3 outs. He does not want to come out of this game. He is not happy with being pulled out of this game. He had three pop outs, and the one that just landed blooped in for a base hit. Dude, it wasn't for a lack of effort. Christian Arroyo, stretched out for that one, and it just ticked off his glove. Otherwise, we'd be heading back to the dugout and getting ready for the bottom of this inning. But you know what? In Alex Cora, we trust, right? So, yeah. Detroit is going to lose to the LA Rams. Philadelphia is going to lose to the Las Vegas Raiders. The Raiders. Houston, they are going to keep in tradition with the theme of the city right now, and they are going to lose to Arizona. I really need to stop talking shit about the city of Houston. One, I'm going to move there soon. Well, south of Houston, more like Lake Jackson. You're representing in the LJ. Anyways,
Yay.
I need to quit talking shit because that karma's going to come back and bite this team, bite my socks in the ass.
Yeah.
Chicago's going to lose to Tampa Bay in the GOAT because they're playing in Tampa Bay. They're going to lose. I said I was going to take the 49ers over Indianapolis. In the Monday night game, we are going to take New Orleans over Seattle. All right, so now I've got my picks. I'll put those up on the page as soon as we get off the air. Oh, so I this may not technically be nerd related, but I'm just going to throw it out there anyway. Man, I endured 3 Halloween movies this weekend.
Yeah, that was another thing we're going to talk about on What the Hell, if you're watching this episode, is I want to, because I saw this, I don't know if it was a meme or something like that, is like things that you learn from horror movies that I try to do in life. One person was like, don't go to a graveyard at midnight, don't do this, don't do that. And I chime in like last at the bottom and everything and just stop at everything. And like I comment on it and I was like, always carry extra ammo because you have to always double tap.
Yeah, right? That's just, it's a rule. Zombieland, right? All right, yeah. So my boys were wanting to watch that.
We need to do a horror one that we learned, and we got to do in the studio.
Okay. Yeah, definitely we will do that. I was listening to you. Top of the 6, 2 outs, got 0-2 count on Carlos Correa, and he just had a 95-mile-an-hour fastball blown right by him. Come on. Ground ball, pop flyer, strikeout. Either way, sit down, son. You overthrew it. 96-mile-an-hour fastball to the outside. You can't do that.
I still don't have the psycho and sociopath reviews.
All right, so let me see if I can start this here. My boys, they wanted to see Halloween, right? Michael Myers. So, come on. There we go. Sit your ass down. Frozen pizza. Good morning, good afternoon, and good fucking night. Anyways, you'll go to your room and get nothing and like it. People will be like, God, what happened here? All right, so I went on Vudu and I bought the original 1978 movie, and then I bought the 2018 movie, right? Because it was, I mean, I know that there's like a plethora of Halloween movies. There's Halloween 1, 2, 3, and then there's H2O, and then there's the 2018 edition, and then now there's Halloween Kills, right?
Yeah.
Well, we watched the 1978 version because the 78 movie, the 2018 movie, and Halloween Kills are. Dude, I sent that to you today. Check your Facebook Messenger.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did. Check your Facebook Messenger.
Dude, I didn't get it. I'm being serious. I didn't get it.
Bro, I promise you I sent that to you. It was on the Texoma homepage.
Last thing I got was Hello Operator on TikTok, and I sent that to you.
Man, that's bullshit. I sent that to you earlier today. I already read it. I read it today, and I sent it to you because we were during in a down period. So I sent that to you earlier today. Anyways,
Being serious, you sent it. You had to send it to the wrong person. I'm even looking
no,
at.
I'm only friends with one fucking David Dickerman. Hold on, I'll show you. You sent an attachment, and me being me, I sent it to you at 6:19. Look,
What the hell? I didn't get it.
see right there. That's your name.
Yeah,
Your
it
name
is.
right there, bud.
I see it.
Give your
But I
balls a
did not
tug.
get the attachment. For some reason, I didn't get it.
I didn't get the attachment.
Hold
All
on,
right.
let me check something out. I'm curious now because what it might have happened is I was on Facebook
Yeah.
and sometimes the messenger doesn't get onto there.
Gotcha.
So
All right.
it's
So the
really weird. It's like
1978.
you can message me on Messenger,
Yeah.
but you can't. I won't see it yet. No.
Okay. So the 1978 Halloween, the 2018, they flow together. Everything else, I guess you can almost consider it like a non-canon,
Yeah.
right?
You should have
So
started off right and watched the Halloween 3.
no, man, why? Because I mean, that one was horrible. I remember that one was horrible. It had absolutely nothing to do with Haddonfield at all. Period.
Yeah.
I mean, that was like sending Jason Voorhees to fucking space. Like seriously, come on, bro.
They did a lot of horror, that horror genre in space.
I mean, if the antagonist, whether it be Voorhees, whether it be Kruger, whether it be Myers, if they're in space, those spacecraft have skin the thickness of aluminum. You got to do is just punch a hole in the damn hull, kill everybody at once.
I mean, they did it on Aliens and Avengers. And was it Endgame? No, it was Infinity Wars.
Yeah, Infinity War. Yeah, no, yeah, it was Infinity War. Yeah, they sent them all through the hole. Yeah. Anyways, so if you watch the 78 and the 2018, those two go together. I mean, 78's the beginning, 2018 is a legitimate sequel. And it kind of fills in the backstory between, the 40-year span, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then where the 2018 movie ends, Halloween Kills picks right up. And so
yeah,
I took my boys out on Saturday. No, was it Saturday? Sunday. And we were just looking for stuff to do. And the DJ on the Sirius satellite radio channel that I was listening to at the time had mentioned something about Halloween Kills. And I was like, I forgot that was out this weekend. So I was like, hey, you guys want to go see Halloween Kills? And we're like, yeah. So I ordered the tickets on my phone. We took off. We had like an hour to kill. So we went and we got something to drink real quick. And then we zipped on over to the theater. And do not put Nathan Evaldi in this game. Save his ass for game 5. Good God. Anyways, digressing. Moving on. So Halloween Kills, man. I'm telling you, I don't really do the whole horror genre to begin with. I mean, it just does nothing for me, right? At least it used to not. I mean, I think I'm becoming that kind of a person that gets really selective about the horror movies that he goes out and sees. If I'm going to pay money to go watch this crap, it's either going to be way over the top or nothing.
Well, I watched a documentary one time on horror movies, and that's the reason why I had to stop, because I could literally guess what was going to happen, and I could. It didn't surprise me. Any of the horror movies didn't surprise me anymore.
Yeah, but Halloween Kills, man. It wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad, and I'm not going to spoil it, but I mean, at the end, we were just kind of like, bro. You so that's all I'm going to say. Um, of course, Jamie Lee Curtis is in it, but yeah, I know. I don't know. I mean, what really got me off the horror genres is, I mean, I remember I was I forget where it was. It was a while back. It was when The Ring was in the theater, right? Like 2002.
Yeah.
I took a girl on a date to go see that movie because she wanted to go see it. I didn't think I was going to die in 7 days for having seen The Ring. I thought that my brain was just going to cease to function because I was dumb enough to buy tickets to that fucking train wreck. Oh, God, how can you say that? Oh, with the girl crawling out of the TV. You know what? Why don't you go put your big girl and big boy panties on?
I think
have a Coke and a smile and shut the fuck
right.
up. I mean, everybody's freaking out. They're crawling out of their seats when that girl comes out of the TV. And I'm like, I'm laughing my ass off. I mean, it's just, I'm like, really? I mean, I enjoyed the first Grudge, the one with Sarah Michelle Gellar in it.
Yeah.
To me, that was a good movie. I'm like, man, that was kind of cool.
I just thought about something is with The Ring. I don't know why they didn't do this. Is that she was crawling out of the TV. It's like, oh, shit. And just throw something at the TV and it breaks and she's just cut in half.
Right? I mean, like, throw the fucking remote or something. Seriously.
Yeah. But anyways. I guess that's the end of this episode. 27. You know what? I just okay. Quick pro quo.
We've been doing this for over 6 months, bro.
Longer than that, man.
I mean, we have managed to fit an entire regular baseball season.
Yeah. But you also got to realize is we actually started doing the hosting and everything like that in last February.
This past February?
Yeah.
Huh. Wow.
Because remember we did that one episode and we were drinking Guinness because it was St. Patty's Day. And we were like 3 to 4 episodes in.
Yeah, that's right, because we were drinking whiskey and Guinness. No, we were drinking Guinness. Yeah, it was Guinness. I was drinking Guinness, and I forget what you were drinking. I think you were drinking a Guinness too. I was drinking
Guinness too, because we just bought that. We just bought like a little.
Bought that 4-pack of pints. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a 4-pack.
Yeah.
But anyways, that's the end of this episode. I'm David Dickerman.
I'm Johnny Skelton.
And thank you for watching.
Go Red Sox.
Go Red Sox.